Hey guys, it's I'm an Angel, and I have a bit of a cold, so just ignore that. But we last left off where Shadow Milk Cookie was like, I wonder how far I can make him fall. Like, how far can I push him? So what we're going to be seeing is Shadow Milk's going to be trying his hardest to just push Pure Vanilla to his limits, and that's going to be a lot, honestly. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into the video.
Listen up, everyone! I've changed my mind. Black Sapphire Cookie, explain.
Gladly, my lord. Today, we have prepared a special show for you. The esteemed Pure Vanilla Cookie himself has volunteered to become our test subject and voyage to the source of his many sorrows.
Okay, so one, I don't recall Pure Vanilla ever volunteering to do anything. So either I'm just an idiot who forgot completely the story that I'm supposed to be analyzing, or Shadow Milk Cookie is lying. And either way, if he did volunteer or not, that is completely out of character for him to do something like that. Granted, unless he is volunteering to save the others. Like if he's just volunteering on his own accord, like not to like save the others or anything, just volunteering, that is so out of character, and that should be like a major sign that something is wrong with him. And something obviously is wrong. And frankly, I don't think that the other characters are handling his mental health the way they should. Like, they should be a lot more cautious around him. Like, they should be, like, he's in a really bad place right now, and they just. I think that what they need to do is they just need to let them know that they're there for him and that they care for him no matter what, and that he can talk to them, that they're like that he's safe with them. But that's just my opinion. Granted, I'm pretty certain that they're children. I don't know for a fact. If they're not kids, they're teens or young adults, but they're definitely not like as old as Pure Vanilla Cookie. That is just canon because of yada yada yada. I don't even know what I'm saying. This is what happens when you decide to do something when you're sick. But his mental health is really bad, and I think that the other characters need to just step up their game. And granted, I think the writers might have dumbed down them just a little bit, just to give Shadow Milk an edge. I mean, especially Ginger Brave, because like whenever we had Elder Fairy Cookie and White Lily Cookie and their whole storyline, and White Lily Cookie wakes up and oh no, she's traumatized because she's also Dark Enchantress Cookie, so she is dealing with that mental health problems, all the mental health problems that that causes. And Ginger Brave was just so helpful to her in that moment, and I think that they might have kind of dumbed his character down a bit because let's be honest, like that Ginger Brave, the Ginger Brave who helped White Lily Cookie when she was woken up, he would have probably been able to snap Pure Vanilla Cookie out of it a lot faster than he does in this story. Because at the moment all the characters are just freaking out. They're going, Pure Vanilla Cookie, no. And when someone's having like a mental health crisis, everybody around them freaking out and like just saying no, that's not going to help. That's just going to kind of push them further down the rabbit hole of like panicking and stuff. So what they need is to be is calm. They need to be calm, collected. They need to let him know that they're there for him no matter what, and that they love him and that they care about him and that he's safe with them. And where they're just panicking, it's not helping them to help him. And right now the thing that he needs most is just like support. He just needs support, and he's not getting that because everyone else is panicking and just like, no, don't do this. And they also feel betrayed, which I'm not like pushing aside their problems because obviously they feel betrayed, but like I feel like they've known him long enough to know that this isn't something that he'd do. So while yes, they feel betrayed, they should also be skeptical, like what's going on with him to cause him to do this, because this is not something he would normally do. And they should probably be thinking, is Shadow Milk Cookie manipulating him? Is he controlling him? Is this like mind control or something? Yada yada yada. But they're just immediately like freaking out and being betrayed. They're like, how could Pure Vanilla do this to us? Pure Vanilla, don't do this. Yada yada yada. And That's just not what any of them need right now. That's not what Pure Vanilla needs. What he needs, like I said before, is support. And where they're panicking, that's not really helping him at all. And it's also not helping them. Like, they need someone to just calm down and be the voice of reason here. And just, like, to just take control of the situation and help everyone, honestly.
What? Now there's a river!
I absolutely love the different reactions in the characters. Like, we've got Gingerbrave over there who's just like, and now there's a river? And then we have Wizard Cookie who's just like, alright, enough with the theatrics already. What do you want? I mean, it's perfect for their characters.
Why, every show requires an audience. I bet you cannot wait to partake in the creation of Shadow Milk Cookie's next masterpiece.
Not at all!
Oh, such a warm welcome. Now that our guests are all revved up, it's time for a little preface. Behold, the great Yogurt River of Rebirth.
Dude, I did not catch this foreshadowing whatsoever the first time I watched this. I only just now got it. So he's like, the Yogurt River of Rebirth. Well, I mean, it's foreshadowing to the awakened form of Pure Vanilla Cookie, because he goes into the river, he comes out another cookie, reborn. I completely missed the foreshadowing until this moment. Also, I just love how sassy Black Sapphire Cookie is. Like, he is just, everyone on the video that I made of him, there's like, he's so zesty, he's so zesty. And he is zesty. I mean, he's so zesty that you'd think he'd be a lemon cookie rather than Black Sapphire Cookie. I sound so weird. I really hope my neighbors can't hear me.
Gee, this cookie must really love the sound of his own voice.
Oh my gosh, he literally just described him perfectly. He's like, gee, this cookie must really love the sound of his own voice. Yeah, that's so accurate though. I love it whenever they let like Gingerbrave and just get like these bits of sassiness, and because normally he's just like comedic relief or like the dumb one or just the therapist. So I love it whenever they like let him have these sassy moments. or moments where he seems actually aware of what's going on.
No matter if you are as light as a feather or swim as well as a fish, dip your feet into these waters and you will surely drown. And yet, how odd! This majestic stream is called the River of Rebirth. You see, there is a way to stay afloat.
But I think it's called swimming. Or riding on a boat. Or floaties. There's a lot of ways to float in the water. Like, just lie on your back and float for as long as you can. I mean, there are other ways to stay afloat. Like, there's not just one way. And you're not going to surely drown in the river because there's a boat right there. Like, you fall in, you just get back in the boat. Or, I don't know, swim to one of those trees. So, I don't know, unless the undertows or the currents are so strong that it'll just drag you under immediately. But, highly doubt it. They probably would have added waves in the background, so, I don't know. I think you're just being a bit dramatic, bud. Which is normal for you, so,
All you need to do is embrace deceit.
Logically, you're still gonna die. I mean, if you're not swimming or actively trying to not drown, you're gonna die whether you embrace deceit or not. If you're not, like, trying to swim or anything. So, there's a bit of a flaw in your logic, bud. You might want to do better. Unless, of course, he means if they embrace deceit, then they'll save people who are in the water. But, still, yeah, bud, you're gonna have to get a bit better with your logic and how you deceive them and tempt them into becoming one of you. I mean, just do better.
It couldn't be simpler. Listen to the whispers of lies, nurture them within your soul, join Master Shadow Milk Cookie's grand design.
In that case, he'll sink right to the bottom. So, what do you say, pal? Time to soak your feet? Oh, did I mention you've got no other options? Oops.
Pure Vanilla Cookie just asking all the right questions. I mean, you know, he doesn't serve him. Why does he have to do what he says? Yada yada yada. There's always another option. So, Shadow Milk saying there's only one option, obviously a lie. There is several options.
Whoa! Come on! No need to get upset. No one is no one's servant. I totally get it, believe me. Still, looks like you've got no other choice.
Why is he looking at us?
Because it's either you or your precious little friends.
Okay, so everybody knows that if you give him a choice between himself or his friends, like sacrificing himself for his friends, he's going to choose himself. In his mind, his friends are more important than him. And so he's obviously going to choose himself. Shadow Milk Cookie knows this. He's giving him an ultimatum. He's making it look like there's only one option. And, like, he's not giving him any other options out of it. He either has to sacrifice himself or his friends. Even though, granted, with some thought, I guarantee you could come up with a plan to get out. Like, I can think of a plan to get out. Like, fake your death, jump in the water, fake your death, like, swim and hide behind a tree. Like, that, in my opinion, like, Shadow Milk Cookie said you'll die immediately. If you can swim, you just dive in the water and swim behind a tree, come out, and just hide there until they leave. Now, granted, is that a smart idea? No. But it's an idea. But, like, there's always more than one option, but in his mind, there's only one. Shadow Milk Cookie's only giving him, like, 2 options, which in reality, there's only one. So obviously he's going to choose to save his friends over himself. So obviously he's going to jump. Everybody knows he's going to jump. And honestly, this game got a lot darker than I thought it would. So let me just paint this into a child-friendly perspective for you. We got Pure Vanilla Cookie, who is now incredibly depressed and probably should be in a mental hospital. He is, like, in his mind at this moment, he most likely hates himself. I mean, he's become the complete opposite of what he stands for, a truthless recluse. So he most likely just hates himself. So he's being presented the opportunity to save the thing that he cares about the most, his friends, or save his own life. He's obviously going to choose to jump. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if they were not in a life-threatening situation, if he'd still consider jumping. Because his mental health is really bad. He looks like he hasn't slept in days. He probably hasn't eaten in who knows how long. Because let's be honest, Shadow Milk Cookie's not been trying to get him to eat. Shadow Milk Cookie doesn't care. And if he does, he probably hasn't noticed that he has not been eating. I mean, it's been shown that he doesn't eat often. So he's most likely not been eating, which is not going to help his mental health situation at all. And then, of course, we got the whole, he most likely hates himself by the way that he's acting. He's, like, completely different from what he normally is, so he most likely hates himself. He's incredibly depressed. He's obviously going to jump because he cares about his friends more than anything. He cares about his friends more than his own life. And at the moment where he hates himself, the only thing that he cares about is his friends, his family, his kingdom. And so he's obviously going to jump.
Have you forgotten, silly? I can see right through you.
Can see straight through your armor.
Oh! So, time to choose.
No! Pure Vanilla Cookie, don't!
So earlier in the video when I was like, just yelling no, don't, doesn't help, yada yada yada. In this moment does not count for what I said earlier in the video. where it's like, no, shouting, no, no, don't do that, don't do yada yada yada. That won't hurt. In this moment, dude's literally about to jump. I mean, there's not really much you can do if you're like not right there, like close enough to just grab him. So it's like, yeah, I don't really blame him for just yelling, no, don't do it. I really don't. And if my neighbors are listening to me, they probably think that I'm like depressed or something, just talking about jumping and yada yada yada. Ooh, I really hope no one can hear me, because I have the microphones that I can talk quietly. And if I was like in my car or something, I'd be a lot more peppy, a lot more loud, and probably a lot more energetic. But I'm just like, well, I don't really want my neighbors to hear me, so I'm a lot quieter. And also, not to mention, I'm sick.
Your vanilla cookie! Oh, my. He's so predictable.
Shadow Milk is adorable right here. Like, I love the way he looks like a cat to me. And he's just so stinking cute right there. Also, he's right. He was predictable. Everyone knew Pure Vanilla Cookie was going to jump. I mean, you give him a choice between saving himself or his friends, he's going to choose his friends. Give him a choice of sacrificing himself or his friends, he's going to choose himself. Like, his friends come before himself in his mind. So, yeah, it was pretty predictable. Also, Shadow Milk Cookie's reaction confuses me, because at first it seems like he kind of cares about him. In the part 1, it seems like he kind of cares about Pure Vanilla. Like, he wants to be friends with him, and like, he wants to be friends, he's lonely, yada yada yada. Watch the first video. But now it's like he's happy that he jumped. And granted, he's going through a lot of emotional turmoil right now, so for him, finding humor in the situation is how he copes. So I think that internally he's actually disappointed that he jumped, and so outwardly he's portraying it as, ha ha ha, I knew that was going to happen, just to have like a sense of control. Because that's what it all comes back to, is his need for control and stability. So while yes, he is acting like all happy, he's like, ha ha ha, I knew this was going to happen, he's happy, I think that internally he's not. He's probably disappointed, because I think that deep down he's really lonely, and so I think that he's portraying this outwardly. Now, granted, I'm coming up with all of this by myself. Like, there's no context clues or nothing for me to like be like, yeah, he actually feels like this, because in the moment it's portraying it very literally. He's happy. I'm just like theorizing, reading in between the lines. And I think that where he's obviously lonely, and I think that deep down, he's really disappointed, but he's portraying it as happy. I knew this was going to happen. I'm in control. Ha ha ha. And like, he needs control. He needs a sense of control. And obviously, whatever happened to shatter his sense of control, to shatter his sense of stability, whatever pushed him off the edge had to have been a really big deal. And where he was the Sage of Truth, I'm thinking that he trusted the witches. Sage of Truth. Truth meant everything for him. And this is just theoretically speaking. Truth meant everything to him. The witches, the creators, that they meant everything to him. What he knew from them was the truth. And so he talked about it. And whenever he eventually did find out, because he said, may they burn in the oven. So when he finds out that the witches lied to him, that they betrayed him, that they didn't care about him whatsoever, he probably had his sense of stability, his sense of control, the truth that he believed, the truth that meant so much to him, was instantly shattered. And I think that after that, it caused him to go over the edge. Now he needs this sense of control, and where he can't trust the truth after what happened. But what he can trust is deceit, because you know it's a lie. If everything is deceit, you know everything is lying, and you can only trust yourself. So I think that is what's going on with him.
And so, our finicky challenger steps into the yogurt river. Can Pure Vanilla Cookie reach the other side? Only time will tell.
Pure Vanilla
vanilla cookie! Pure vanilla cookie!
Ah, just look at these calm waters. Quite soothing, wouldn't you agree?
Is that it? I guess I overestimated the degree of Soul Jam's instability. How anticlimactic. Here's your lesson, kids. A new, moody look is not everything. You have to be the darkness. Our noble hero couldn't let go of his beloved truth. Blech.
Based off of what I said earlier about Shadow Milk Cookie basically having everything he thought was truth, and truth meaning everything to him being like shattered, and him finding out everything was a lie, I'm thinking that he envies Pure Vanilla Cookie for his care for the truth, and like where he's holding on to the truth. And I'm pretty certain that at this point Pure Vanilla Cookie knows what cookies were made to be, whether he believes it or not. I think that he's been told at this point. So I think that Shadow Milk Cookie envies him. So whenever he says this, he's like holding on to his truth, bleh. I think that he envies him, and that outwardly he's acting disgusted, but inwardly he envies it. Like his outward, like his personality, what he shows people. I think that's obviously all a lie, but I think it's trying to cover up just how much pain that he's actually in. And frankly, I don't think we're going to see that for a long, like the true pain that he's in for a long time. I cannot wait for the next update featuring the next Beast Cookie, because this is really interesting. The just like how deep this is going and how deep the story's going. Like whenever I first downloaded the game, I was like, oh, fun game about cookies, not that bad. And then I get it and I play it and I'm like, oh, there's lore. Oh, the lore goes deep. This is good. So like I absolutely cannot wait for how this goes.
We must save Pure Vanilla Cookie!
Heartbreaking, isn't it? But alas, there's little you can do. No matter how hard you row or paddle, you will sink. Such is the way of the Yogurt River of Rebirth. To be reborn, one has to hit rock bottom.
More foreshadowing. Pure Vanilla Cookie has hit rock bottom. Like, his mental health has just plummeted. He's not doing well mentally. So he has hit rock bottom. And I don't know whether Cookie Run Kingdom wants us to take this literally, or or the characters hit rock bottom, or whatever, like literally or theoretically. I don't know. Brain's not working. I don't know whether they want us to take it literally or not. However, he's hit rock bottom, so therefore, this is foreshadowing his rebirth. And with this logic, they're acting like you're going to drown, but it's the river of rebirth. So it's like, if you're going to drown, that doesn't leave room for being reborn. So I think they're adding the death part in as like a lie. Like, it's just the river of rebirth. Like, that's not, there's no death in there unless you die and get reborn into like another body or something. So obviously the death part just has to be a lie.
And it looks like our hero of the day couldn't resurface. Sadly, the show is over. Hey, what?
Huh? Well. Has our hero finally made his choice?
Pure Vanilla Cookie!
Who knew? The hero lives. What a surprise. What a plot twist.
Black Sapphire Cookie just being dramatic as always, because that was not really a plot twist. We all knew he'd survive. No, a plot twist was when he became Truthless Recluse. That was a plot twist. I was not expecting that whatsoever. So yeah, this is just Black Sapphire Cookie being dramatic.
Did Pure Vanilla Cookie really embrace deceit? Or was there deceit within his soul all along? And if so, what was it?
There was obviously deceit in his soul all along, because, like, no one's perfect. It's like, just because he's, like, the truth guy doesn't mean that he can't tell a lie. I mean, he's still a person. Like, deceit is a part of him, just like it is everyone else. Everyone has the ability to lie. So, like, Black Sapphire Cookie just being dramatic again. Yet I do understand, because it's also foreshadowing what's going to happen, because he's eventually going to tell a lie. Like, at the moment, he's lying about being on Shadow Milk Cookie's team. So, he obviously does. So that's just kind of foreshadowing. But, like, it also does form a great question, because everyone sees him as, like, this truth person, like, the truth guy. So, it's like, they need to see him as an actual human being. Because he clearly holds himself to higher standards than everyone else. And I don't mean that as he's stuck up. I mean he's like, well, I'm the truth guy. I have to be better. He pushes himself too hard. He dwells on his own mistakes too much. So he needs to be treated as a person who can make mistakes, because he's so afraid to make mistakes.
Oh, fabulous! Extraordinary! You know how to keep the audience entertained. What do you know? But have you really abandoned the truth? We shall see. Oh, it will be so fun either way.
As I have said several times, Shadowmilk craves a sense of control. And at this moment, he feels a sense of control over Pure Vanilla Cookie. So that is causing him to feel more stable, more emotionally stable, because he has a sense of control. So he's obviously enjoying this sense of control. And it does go to show you how far he will go just to gain this sense of control. He'll go to manipulation, gaslighting, torturing, tormenting. He'll do anything just to have a sense of control. And at the moment, I think that the main reason why he wants this sense of control over Pure Vanilla Cookie is because Pure Vanilla Cookie is basically who he was before he became evil. Like, they're exact opposites of each other right now, but Pure Vanilla Cookie was basically the person that Shadowmilk was before he got corrupted. So I think that the main reason why he wants so much of a sense of control over Pure Vanilla Cookie is because he didn't have a sense of control when he was younger. His entire image, like everything that he thought was true, was shattered. So I think that that's the main reason why he wants just this sense of control over Pure Vanilla. It's because he doesn't have control, so he just needs to have control over someone else.
Ha ha! Behold, the Cookie of Truth has embraced deceit and joined Master Shadowmilk Cookie's side for your entertainment.
No!
To the audience's thunderous applause.
Ah yes, the good old yogurt river. Time and space, life and death, twist and turn within its depths. The disciple of truth is gone, and a new child of deceit is born. Or is it something else? Who knows? My dearest guests, now that we have garnered your undivided interest, I invite you to stay tuned.
The first trial is over.
The first? There's more?
Oh, but of course. Shall we?
Well, that's all for today's video, guys. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye!